Practice and review. Chapter 16. Number 1. Fortes viri et feminae ante aetatem nostrum vivebant. Structure of the sentence, the verb vivebant, the nt indicates a plural subject, and we have viri et feminae. Men and women, not just men and women, but brave men and women. Ante aetatem nostrum. Ante is a preposition that takes the accusative. Aetatem and nostrum modifies aetatem. Brave men and women lived before our age. Number 2. Eos centum senes miseros ab Italia trans Maria difficilia heri mitebat. Eos centum senes miseros. That all goes together. And it's the accusative. How do I know senes is the accusative? Because it's modified by eos, miseros. Centum is a number that is indeclinable. Ab Italia, we have a prepositional phrase. Trans Maria difficilia, another prepositional phrase. Heri is an adverb. And we are left with the verb, mitebat. And there's no express subject, so we're going to use his. He used to send, or he sent, those 100 old, miserable men from Italia across the difficult seas yesterday. He sent those 100 miserable old men from Italy across the difficult seas yesterday. Number 3. Ille duo viri omnes cupiditates ex se jecerunt, nam naturam corporis timuerunt. 2 sentences. The first one, illi, begins with illi, ends with jecerunt, although strictly speaking, the subject is not illi. The subject of this word is viri. Illi modifies viri, as does duo. Those 2 men, what do? They jeceruntedid. This is the third person plural, present perfect, active indicative. They ejected ex se, from themselves, all desires. Nam, for, this is just a throwaway word, an interjection. For, they feared the nature of the body. Number 4. Potens regina, quoniam se dilexit, istos tres vitavit, et se cum eis numquam junxit. We have a quoniam se dilexit, and it's helpful in English. It's set off by commas. The powerful queen, istos tre vitavit, she vitavited, et she junxited. This is the third person singular, present perfect, active indicative, as is this one, third person singular, present perfect, active indicative. Junxit, by the way, very clear, the perfect stem, because of the X. It's very key. Duco, ducere, duxi. Traho, trahere, troxy. That X in the third principal part, a very common occurrence and a sure sign of the present perfect. The powerful queen, since she loved, dilexit, she esteemed herself, she avoided those 3 men. Istos, the pejorative. This is your accusative plural. Those 3 men, and she joined. She is still the subject. The powerful queen is still the subject of junxit. She joined herself, the accusative singular feminine in this case, with those. Never. The powerful queen, since she loved herself, she avoided those 3 men, and she never joined herself, aligned herself with them. Number 5. Itaque inter eos ibi stabam, et signum cum animo forti diu expectabam. Itaque is a common way to begin the sentence. It just means and so. And so, inter eos, accusative, prepositional phrase. Ibi, adverb, stabam. There's your one verb. Et means there's another verb coming, probably. Et expectabam. Helpful that they're both imperfect. I was standing there and I was looking out for. And so I was standing there inter eos, among them, and expectabam, and I was awaiting the sign, the signal, accusative singular neuter, cum animo forti, with a brave spirit, a brave soul. Animi forti, cum animo forti is your ablative of manner. This is your I stem plus, as it were, adverb that modifies animo and the adverb for a long time. Number six. Celer rumor per ora auresque omnium sine mora curebat. Verb curebat, something was curebating, something was running. What was running? Rumor. What kind of rumor? Swift rumor. Where was it going? Per ora auresque. Per is a preposition that takes the adverb, the accusative always. Per ora, through the mouths and ears. Omnium. This is your I stem adjective. Again, all adjectives are I stem or I stem plus. Swift rumor through the mouths and ears of everybody, without delay. Without delay, ran, or was running, whichever you prefer. Number 7. Vis bellia cerbi autem vitam eius paucis horis mutavit. Here's your verb, mutavit. Recognize the V as another clear indicator of the perfect stem. I changed. What changed? The force. The force changed. This is your genitive, singular neuter. Acerbi modifies it. The force of the bitter war, moreover, vitam. Accusative, singular, feminine. Life. Life, eus, whose life? His or hers. This is your genitive of the pronoun is, id. Could be its if perhaps we're talking about some animal or some inanimate object, but his or hers is best here. The force of the bitter war, however, changed his life. Paucis horis, this is your new ablative. Ablative, plural. Horis is feminine. And because it's a sense of time, I think our clear translation is within a few hours. It's ablative of time within which. The force of the bitter war, however, changed his life within a few hours. Number 8. Quinque ex nautis se ex aqua traxerunt, seque caesari potenti commiserunt. We have two verbs here, traxerunt and commiserunt. So, in your subject, 5. 5 of the sailors. This is how they say 5 of the sailors. They traxerunted, third person. Again, that X is a very clear sign of the present perfect. Plural, or the perfect stem, and in this case, it's the present perfect. Third plural, present perfect indicative. They dragged themselves, accusative singular, or accusative plural in this case, because as the reflexive, it refers back to the 5. The 5 of the sailors dragged themselves out of the water, ex aqua, and they commiserunted, they entrusted themselves to, this is your dative, singular, masculine, to powerful Caesar. 5 of the sailors dragged themselves out of the water and entrusted themselves to powerful Caesar. Number 9. Caesar non poterat suas copias cum celeribus copiis regis jungere. Caesar, your subject, poterat, hopefully you'll recognize, oftentimes with the verb to be able, or verbs that require a complementary infinitive. It may not go at the very end. Caesar was not able, but let's look for that infinitive. There's my complementary infinitive here. Complementary infinitive, in other words, present active infinitive. Caesar was not able to join. To join what? Kopias, accusative plural feminine. What Kopias is? His own Kopiases, his own troops. Cum celeribus copiis. With, your ablative of accompaniment, with the swift troops, regis, genitive singular masculine, of the king. Again, that genitive following closely on the heels of the noun of which it is the genitive of. Caesar non poterat suas copias cum celeribus copiis regis jungere. Caesar was not able to join his own troops with the swift troops of the king. Number 10. Themistocles, omnes cives olim appellabat, et nomina eorum acrimonoria tenebat. In our reading through it, we see two verbs, appellabat and tenebat. They are imperfect tenses, both of them third person singular, imperfect active indicatives. Themistocles is the subject of both of them, so in our sentence, Themistocles appellabated and tenebated. Themistocles once, this just means once, it's your adverb, once appellabet, called, cives, omnes cives, once called upon, called out to every citizen, and he held, tenebat, by means of his acrimemoria, by means of his keen mind, his keen memory, was held the names, accusative, plural, neuter, and he held the names of them, this refers back to cives, by means of his keen memory. Themistocles once called all his citizens, and he held the names of them by means of his sharp memory. He could remember the names of everybody. 11. In caelo sunt multae nubes, et animalia agricolae tempestate mala non valent. Two sentences here, again with the verb to be, and previously with be able. It's often in the middle. In the sky are what? Are multae nubes, many clouds. And we're going to switch gears here. They are not strong, but the verb of valent is not the same verb as sunt, because the subject here is animal. And the animals of the farmer are not strong, non valent, tempestate mala, because of the bad storm. There are many clouds in the sky, and the animals of the farmer are not strong because of the bad storm.